train yards, thinking about graveyards. I wonder, Lord, what would they ever write on mine? Another soul laid to rest on cold Montana morning, just trying to make it north of 49.
Hey guys, so we're back out of the bait here behind the house. So we were just here yesterday, we checked the snares, we got those 7 coyotes. I want to kind of block off some of those individual spots where they're coming through. I brought a whole bunch of number 9 wire here. I've got my snares and anchors, you can see them hanging at the bottom of the tree, and then I got my replacement snares higher up. But there's tons and tons of trails in through here. And we had snow this morning. You can see there are fresh coyote tracks out here. So still got a few coming out. I have a feeling what happened there was because again we weren't having any luck on these snares. I don't think I have anything in here today. We'll go through and check, but I doubt I do. I think what happened yesterday while we got those 7 is because there was a pack of coyotes that's not used to coming in here. Maybe I picked off the one dominant coyote that was around, and a pack moved in to come check this place out, and that's why we nailed 7 in one day, and they were all fresh. But yeah, it's I can't see us doing it again, but got a couple spots here. So I used to plow all the snow in here before, because through one butcher shop I bring a huge trailer. It's I think it's 19 or 20 foot or 21 foot dump trailer with like sides on it, and it has a hydraulic ram that dumps the whole thing. And I usually put a few thousand pounds of bait in here, so I plow all this off up to here, but I always leave the snowbanks low right beside the trees. And you can see my number 9 wire. I got a snare on that tree. You can see the coyotes are actually using this one right here. There's number 9 wire on this tree right here. So I'm gonna set these up, and I got a few other things over here. This snowmobile track, I'll show you one sneaky one I have over here. And there's actually a perfect set of coyote tracks on this. But some of you prairie trappers probably use this method a little more often. But I have a piece of rebar with a D-link welded onto it, the number 9 wire coming off there, and you can actually see that's my number 9 wire on there. It's my anchor, my support system, and everything. So I just need to punch down to there and get it. But what I did was I took the snowmobile and I made a trail right beside it. That way I'd be able to use this thing. So we're gonna set this one up here today because there's a coyote going down it. And I'm gonna go through, so this whole area here, there's 4 or 5 of them buried in the snow. And I'm gonna try and get those open, because this whole side, basically from where those trees are all the way around to down there, there's no snares. So you can see the coyotes are using it like crazy. But I'm gonna try and fill in some of these holes. I'll do some videoing. If there's nothing caught, I'm probably not gonna do a whole lot. Actually, we're getting snow here. I might run back to the house and grab a foothold, maybe 2 footholds. Maybe I'll try putting them in on some of these trails back in here and try and pick these smart ones off. But yeah, I got more bait to bring out here. We're gonna do some fun stuff. I don't know. I'm bored there. I don't feel like skinning those coyotes yet, but I know I got to get to doing that tonight anyway. But so anyways, I'll get to this, and yeah, stay tuned. So we got these 2 snares in here, and you can see I just took a couple stinging nettle branches, put them in there. I did not make a nice trail for them to walk on. I didn't walk on their trail. On this one, on the other hand, they weren't using. They did the same sort of thing, but I packed this trail down here. And you can see, again, stinging nettle branches. I could put a chin-up stick in there to help lift their heads up. I'm not going to bother, but that is an option there. Whereas this one has a whole bunch of little branches coming off the bottom of it. So that'll be the chin-ups that I use. So I'm going to grab these from out here. And that's the natural foliage, I guess, that you're finding out this area. So I wouldn't go and grab poplars and willows and bring them out here to block these trails off, because it just looks out of place. So we're gonna use stinging nettles for the snowmobile trail here, and I'll show you this setup I got going on the system here in a second. Okay, so you can see this trail going right through here. There's my number 9 from my last. Same setup as that guy over there that we just set. So I'm gonna walk around it because I don't want to mess up this trail he's on. And I'm pretty sure I had another one just over here where this other trail is, but I don't see a number 9 sticking up. We'll dig around and maybe try and find it, but I was pretty sure it was somewhere right in this area here. And I don't see it. So we'll kick around. If we find it, we find it. If we don't, no worries, we won't use it this year, but it would be nice to put them back to work. But let's dig this one up here first. Okay. So I'll see if I can dig down and actually find the stand or the base of it. Oh. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to. But I got the snare, which of course is tangled up in all the grass and crap. What a bugger. I don't want that to go back out to the trail. The trick is to cause as little disturbance as you possibly can, but okay. There's the extension end. Oh, I see what happened. I looped the snare end over the number 9. But for some reason I can't get the spring out. There we go. Okay. So I'm not able to get it up. Funny joke. But so the number 9 wire comes off of a 3-foot chunk of rebar that's down here. And there's the end of it. So it looks kind of like a peg for foot holding. And then just down below it, I have a D-link on there. Sorry, let's get this out of the way. Yeah. So I got this guy sticking out here. There's the number 9 wire coming off. So about 6 inches below the head of the stake right there, I got a D-loop or a chain link welded on it. And that's what the snare goes through. So the snare anchor is attached to it. Then the number 9 wire is also welded on it. And all I have to do, take my loop, open it up, and make sure my lock isn't frozen with ice, because it probably will be. Put it on my my number 9 wire, hang it over their trail, something like that. And then I just need a few twigs. Sorry, I see the camera's pointing in the wrong direction. There we go. And again, grab your sticks from not right beside your set. We got these two. You don't need a ton of blocking in, especially if these are smarter coyotes that you're going after. If you block them in too hard, they'll get claustrophobic, right? So, something simple, just like that. That's all you need to do. And they're coming off the field there. Unfortunately, I made this mess here. I'm gonna try and kick some of it back in to hide it, so it doesn't look as obvious. But right there, yeah. So that'll be a good set. So that's a whole system right there. That's my anchor, the thing that holds the snare, something to tie off to. They're handy as heck. Guys on the prairies probably use them, or I know a lot of guys on the prairies use them, but if you aren't, they're pretty slick. Maybe I'll try and make a video on how I was building them. And again, that's not something I came up with. That's something other guys showed me. I think I bought my first one from Ian at Dan Beaver Trapping Supply there in Saskatchewan. And yeah, I've made a number of them since, so they work wicked. And I think there's 5 or 6 along here. But like I said, there's at least one. I think it's like right in here somewhere. They generally use the same trails year after year. I know there's one somewhere around here. I'll see if I can find it. If I can't, I'll keep moving on to the next ones. Okay guys, well, we got 6 brand new sets out here. We didn't go very far, just in here for 2 of them. And then over there we put the other, we put 3 in there and the one over there. But we got 2 old sets out, those 2 on the rebar rods. We got 1 more new set over this way. We got those 2 trees set up there, so pretty happy with what we got done tonight. The coyotes were just singing here a few minutes ago. They aren't far behind us here the next quarter. You can hear them over that way and off to the west as well. So, unfortunately, I don't mean to sound like my wife, but the snow only lasted 30 seconds and I was kind of disappointed. I thought we were going to get enough snow that I'd be able to use it for the foot holding. So we're going to hold off tonight here, not going to bother putting it out. But I am going to run back to the house, grab a toboggan of meat and throw it out here, because this is all my, there's some marten carcasses, beaver fleshings from fleshing beavers last week. I think there's some coyote fleshings, skunk fleshings. There's a little bit of everything in there, but I let it sit in this pail in the garage for 2 weeks. So it's got a lot of stink to it. That'll help bring them in from a long ways away, but I'll go get some meat, so at least they're gonna get some food when they actually get here. So that's gonna be it for tonight. I'll do some skinning and stuff out in the garage. I don't know if I'm gonna video it at all, but if I do, I do. If I don't, we'll catch you on the next one. So please like, share, follow, subscribe. Thank you for all the support. Any questions or comments, that sort of thing, put them down below, and I'll try and get to all of them as I keep going out here. So thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Well, I came to haul water here, and holy heck, you know what? It starts snowing like the son of a gun out here. So I really want to go home and set traps now, but it is windier than a bugger. I don't know if I will or not. We'll see. I'll make my mind up when I get home, because this is nasty. I should have put the traps in when I had the chance there.